She had chronic depression ever since she was 12, and her father was depressed as well, and her sister, and I was on medication when I was her age. But she was very high functioning. It wasn't until after high school that there were any incidents at all, and then everything just fell apart. Things spiraled. I begged her to move back home. She said, no, 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 no. And then last summer, she was hospitalized. And I thought that if we could just find the right medication and the right doctor, everything would get back on track. Yeah, things would return to normal. And that day, we were meant to meet for breakfast, and I couldn't get hold of her. The phone was off. I thought she just slept in and wasn't answering her phone. So I went round to her place and knocked on the door, and it wasn't locked. There she was. Why didn't she phone me? I would have done anything. Didn't she know that? Look, for the last 5 years of our marriage, I was scared and I was unhappy. And in my mind, I had no choice but to leave. But at the time I left, I thought there was something terribly wrong with me, and that my son was better off without me. And it wasn't until I got to California that I realized that just because I needed some creative outlet other than my son, that didn't make me unfit to be a mother. Yes, I know I left my son, and that's a terrible thing to do. Believe you me, I had to live with that every day of my life. But in order to leave him, I had to believe that that was the best possible thing for him, and the only possible thing I could do. I have since gotten some help, and I have worked very hard at becoming a whole human being. And I don't believe I should be punished for that. I don't believe my son should be punished for that. Billy's only 7 years old. He needs me. I'm not saying he doesn't need his father, but he needs me more. I was his mommy for 5.5 years, and Ted took over that role for 18 months. And I don't know how anyone could possibly believe that I have less of a stake in mothering that little boy than Mr. Kramer does. I'm his mother. I'm his mother.